This is News 3 Now at 5.
Thanks for staying with us. A group of political science grad students at UW-Madison are asking the department to hire more black people within the next several years.
The students released a report on Twitter saying the department has not had more than one black person on staff at any given time since 1970. Jamie Perez spoke to one of the students today with more on how they discovered this and what they're expecting the university to do about it. Jamie?
Well, they said that it only took them about a week and a half to do all of the research and finally publish the report. And obviously, this is part of a bigger national conversation about race and diversity. So they wanted to see where their department stood on the issue of whiteness. At the beginning of June, a group of political science grad students dug into public databases to see just how much diversity or lack thereof there has been in the department in the past several decades.
We haven't seen a lot of change in composition of the faculty or the graduate students, nor have we seen a lot of demonstrable efforts to create a more inclusive, welcoming, equitable environment.
They found that there has not been more than one black faculty member at any given time since 1970. Some years, none at all.
And as we kept going, we found more and more depressing results.
And this trend wasn't just found in the political science department. Anna Myers said since she published the report on Twitter, other grad students in other departments said they've seen the same thing doing their own research.
School of Journalism and Mass Communications, we heard from some graduate students there that in their time, there has never been a black faculty member.
The department chair responded to the report, saying in part, the report is right. A more diverse faculty should be and is a goal for our department, and we must be sure that we provide an inclusive and professional workplace where colleagues can come and spend their careers. We will continue to make diversity a priority concern when we are again able to hire.
At this point, we would like to see, okay, what is the department actually going to be able to commit to doing? Without discussion of institutional constraints, without discussion of, well, this would be hard to do, what can we actually expect to see in the next semester, the next academic year, the next 5 years?
Myers said she hopes that by being upfront, the department and university can be held accountable. Because even though this is not a new issue,
it's frustrating to see that and to know that, and to also see no movement towards change.
Myers said that having diverse representation can pave the way for a more diverse selection of those in power when it comes to politics. So she's asking the department to do several things. She's asking them to hire at least 2 black tenure-track faculty members by 2025, hold regular mandatory meetings on anti-racism starting this fall, and commit to offering a graduate-level seminar on race and politics at least once every other year starting in 2022.
Jamie, thank you.
There are a few showers around southern Wisconsin. Let's check your first warn forecast with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canolfi. Hi, Gary.
Hi, Mark. Well, we've got a couple of showers that have popped up, even a couple of flashes of lightning out there every once in a while. You can see a visible cloud track, the scattered nature of the clouds. There are breaks in between the showers with some sunshine coming on through. But on Doppler track, you can see those little showers and isolated thunderstorms popping up. Looks like a little heavier shower or isolated thunderstorm moving through Sauk County, just to the east of Baraboo, dropping southeastward. Right now, temperatures where there's a little more cloud cover in the 60s. Madison's dropped to 65, whereas farther to the north and west or to the south and east, temperatures are mainly in the middle 70s. Dew point temperatures are in the upper 50s to around 60, so it's not terribly humid out there. And the showers and thunderstorms will come to an end this evening. It'll be partly cloudy overnight with low temperatures dropping into the middle 50s by tomorrow morning. Tomorrow, a day very similar to today, a high of 74. Some pop-up showers and isolated thunderstorms in the afternoon and evening, but warmer weather starts to arrive on Thursday, and the humidity arrives on Friday. More details on weather in a few minutes.
All right, Gary, thank you. A total of 25,417 people have been diagnosed with coronavirus in Wisconsin. That's nearly 300 new cases from yesterday. 750 people have died due to complications from the virus. About 78% of the cases have fully recovered. Health officials in Dane County say this month 99 people who tested positive said they were at gatherings with friends and family. Over 11,000 people were tested in the past 24 hours, with only 2.2% of new tests coming back positive. That's a drop from Monday's percentage of 3.8%, a day which also had far fewer tests overall.
The Wisconsin Department of Health Services has launched a new county-by-county data dashboard. The data from the new map is based on 2 weeks. It shows active cases in each county, COVID-19 activity level, either low, medium, or high, and case rate and trajectory. Health officials say the new data will help communities and individuals assess their COVID-19 activity level and response. Health officials plan on updating the data once a week.
The U.S. has more than 2.3 million infections and more than 120,000 1,000 deaths. 25 states are reporting an increase in coronavirus cases in the last 2 weeks. In Texas, hospitalizations rose nearly 60% in the last week alone. Governor Greg Abbott warns shutting down the state is not out of the question. Myrtle Beach, South Carolina is another hotspot. Cases are spiking sharply as tourists arrive. California shattered its single-day record for most new coronavirus cases Monday, with more than 6,000 new cases.
Coronavirus cases continue to spike around the world, with some health officials fearing a second wave. Most of those cases come from Latin America, the latest COVID hotbed. Overnight, Brazil reached a death toll of 50,000, second only to the United States. Mexico is recording the highest daily death toll after a surge of new cases. Europe is also grappling with the virus. Germany locked down one region after reporting a spike in cases at a meatpacking plant.
The government's top infectious disease expert says he believes it will be when and not if there will be a COVID-19 vaccine.
When, and I believe it will be when and not if, we get favorable candidates with good results, we will be able to make them available to the American public, as I said to this committee months ago, within a year from when we started, which would put us at the end of this calendar year and the beginning of 2021.
Dr. Anthony Fauci was testifying along with the heads of the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, the Food and Drug Administration, and a top official at the Department of Health and Human Services. The Vice President and President are making stops in Wisconsin this week.
The Badger State is a battleground state for the upcoming presidential election. Our Eric Franke is live in Cudahy, where Vice President Mike Pence made a stop in the Milwaukee area today. Eric?
Charlotte and Mark, the Vice President, left here about an hour and a half ago here from the 128th Refueling Wing in Cudahy, adjacent to Milwaukee's Mitchell International Airport. And it is a big week for the Trump campaign, with the President himself visiting northeastern Wisconsin later in the week and the Vice President visiting the Milwaukee area today. And in his speech today, he really touched on some conservative issues that we've heard for years. The Faith in America tour, as he's calling it, clearly trying to reach evangelical voters, and also talking school choice. Part of that, a roundtable discussion at a Waukesha STEM Academy today with Education Secretary Betsy DeVos. But the pandemic continues to be a major concern for school districts and parents across the country. The Vice President has been under fire a bit lately for overly rosy estimates about how the administration is handling things as it relates to COVID-19. Here's how he responded when I asked if the administration is getting out the right message, as numbers are still rising in dozens of states.
We've seen the fatalities declining very dramatically over the last several weeks. That's a tribute to our healthcare workers, but it's also a tribute to what every American has done. We have a ways to go, but the people of Wisconsin, I think, can be very confident that we're going to continue to move forward in a safe and responsible way. We really believe that.
So this was the Vice President's second trip to Wisconsin in the last 60 days. You'll recall his trip to Madison to GE Healthcare in late April. And of course, we mentioned the President going to northeastern Wisconsin. He'll be in Green Bay and Marinette on Thursday. So now the question is, unlike Hillary Clinton 2016, will the Biden campaign try to step up and make some visits to Wisconsin ahead of the Democratic National Convention, which is slated for August? We shall see. Mark, Susan?
Eric, thank you. President Trump is in Arizona for a campaign rally as cases of the coronavirus spike there. Those attending the rally have been asked to sign coronavirus liability waivers. President Trump is facing criticism for holding rallies amid the pandemic. 8 campaign staffers tested positive after setting up this past weekend's rally in Tulsa. During that rally, he said he asked for testing to slow down as he left the White House for Arizona. The president was asked if he was joking when he made those comments.
I don't kid. Let me just tell you, let me make it clear. By having more tests, we find more cases.
Task force officials at a congressional hearing testified they have not been asked to slow down testing. Presumptive Democratic presidential nominee and former Vice President Joe Biden released a statement criticizing Trump's visit to Arizona, calling it a distraction from his failed response to combat the spread of COVID-19.
Officials are looking for 2 men in connection with a shooting at a strip club in Janesville on Saturday. Deputies say investigators are looking for 23-year-old Jacques Antoine Amara Wiggins and 27-year-old 20-year-old DeAndre Green in connection with a shooting at the Blue Aster Cabaret. Both men are considered armed and dangerous. If you know the men, you should not approach them and call 911 instead. New video shows the arrest of a man in downtown Madison. Police say they arrested 28-year-old DeAndre Johnson. He entered the outdoor seating area at the Cooper's Tavern this afternoon while holding a baseball bat and yelling through a bullhorn. Officer Johnson broke free from the back of a Madison Police Department squad car after police took him into custody. Police tackled him as he allegedly tried to escape custody. Officers say Johnson suffered injuries to his arms and leg. Two officers reportedly suffered minor injuries during the incident.
Madison police are investigating several incidents of defaced or stolen yard signs supporting Black Lives Matter in an East Side neighborhood. On Monday, Madison police were called to Dawes Street to a report of a homeowner who found KKK spray painted in red across a Black Lives Matter yard sign. Two other homes nearby had their signs spray painted as well. A Bradford Lane resident told the officer he had 3 yard signs and a banner stolen from his yard. 2 yard signs read Trump 2020. Police ask anyone with information on the incidents to contact Madison area Crime Stoppers. Coming up tonight on News 3 Now at 6, we will hear from a man who says his sign was vandalized.
A new report looking at police department funding in Wisconsin shows spending on police has increased 60% since the 1980s.
Amy Reed is live to show what else the report shows that could shape future discussions. Amy?
This report from the Wisconsin Policy Forum looked at how Wisconsin municipalities have funded police from 1986 to 2018. In that time, spending went up. Back in 1986, municipalities spent around $350 million. In 2018, municipalities spent $1.28 billion. The amount spent on police is also larger than any municipal expense, though remember in Wisconsin that does not account for K through 12 education. This spending increase has not led to a consistent increase for officers per capita, but with the majority of the money still spent on staffing, the research director behind this report said that's likely what would be cut.
If you're talking about we want to provide more money for the police, we want to provide less money for the police, what you're essentially talking about is staffing. You know, it's not a situation where you could make a very substantial or sizable decrease to a police budget, but not affect staffing in some way.
Protesters have called for money to be diverted from the police department and put into other services. Tonight at 6, we'll look at that call, how that call and what we know about police funding is influencing the discussion for one Madison alder.
Amy Reed reporting tonight. Amy, thank you. Photos of 6 deceased African Americans have been found hanging from a tree in a Milwaukee park. The laminated photos were tied with nooses. The photos included Breonna Taylor, Eric Garner, Botham Jean, Ahmaud Arbery, Michael Brown, and Trayvon Martin. 4 of the 6 died at the hands of police. Members of the original Black Panthers removed the photos Saturday evening.
Disgusting, intolerable, and racist in nature. There is no reason for the disrespect of our beloved individuals who were murdered by those who are paid to protect and serve. It is appalling, it is intolerable, and it is unacceptable.
Police say they did not receive any calls about the photos and they are not investigating.
Police say a suspicious package was found outside the Republican Party office in Hudson, Wisconsin this morning. Officers evacuated the building and nearby businesses. The package was described as a military-style ammunition container with several obstructions and wires protruding from the container. Authorities said it was full of miscellaneous items but never presented a threat to the public safety. The St. Paul office of the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms is also investigating the incident.
A K-9 officer with the Waunakee Police Department died yesterday. Authorities say K-9 Officer Thoreau became extremely ill 10 days ago. He joined the department in 2017 and was partnered with Officer Mitch Hauk. The 2 officers spent 200 hours training to be certified in drug detection and tracking prior to going on patrol. Thoreau was also used during education presentations in the village.
Well, a group of Madison firefighters rescued a group of ducklings this morning after the ducklings fell into a sewer. It happened at the intersection of West Dayton Street and Randall Avenue. Firefighters Vice, Tim Bauer, and Lieutenant Murray rescued 5 ducklings in total. Ahead on News 3 Now at 5, protesters are continuing to demand change, the latest from Washington. And then coming up tonight at 6, the WIAA could sanction girls wrestling tomorrow. We'll tell you why it's so important for a Mineral Point wrestler. That's ahead at 6. And on Wall Street, the Dow Industrials up 131 points. The NASDAQ up almost 75, and the S&P 500 set a record high, up 13 points.
Save at Wild Easttown Honda on over 400 new Hondas with 0% financing for up to 60 months. Save on your favorite new Hondas at Wild Easttown Honda in Madison. It's gotta be wild.
Andrew Larson here, owner of Larson Home Services. It's so nice to see things getting back to normal. We're grateful we've been able to continue to conduct business the right way and put LeafGuard gutter systems on homes throughout the area. LeafGuard is guaranteed so you can give up cleaning your gutters forever. And we'll continue to keep things rolling by offering the best deal ever on new LeafGuard gutter systems. Right now, get up to $1,000 off, free financing for 12 months, and a $100 Visa gift card with your LeafGuard purchase.
I wanted my hepatitis C gone.
I put off treating mine.
Epclusa treats all main types of chronic hep C. Whatever your type, Epclusa could be your kind of cure.
I just found out about mine.
I knew for years. Epclusa has a 98% overall cure rate.
I had no symptoms of hepatitis C.
Mine caused liver damage.
Epclusa is only one pill, once a day, taken with or without food for 12 weeks. Before starting Epclusa, your doctor will test if you have had hepatitis B, which may flare up and could cause serious liver problems during and after treatment. Tell your doctor if you have had hepatitis B, other liver or kidney problems, HIV or other medical conditions, and all medicines you take, including herbal supplements. Taking amiodarone with Epclusa may cause a serious slowing of your heart rate. Common side effects include headache and tiredness. Ask your doctor today if Epclusa is your kind of cure.
At Papa Murphy's, we knead seriously, chop seriously, and shred seriously. Because we're serious about Tuesdays, even if you're not. Every Tuesday, get a large pizza for just $10. Papa Murphy's. Change the way you pizza.
The final days are here for the historic store closing sale at A1 Furniture and Mattress. With so much furniture to liquidate in just a matter of days, management has issued strict orders. Sell it all and sell it fast, regardless of cost, regardless of loss. Fine area rugs are a whopping 70% off.
No one sells more. Wild Automotive sells more SUVs and all-wheel drives combined than any other dealer. Wild is the #1 volume SUV and all-wheel drive retailer in Southeast Wisconsin. The more we sell, the more you save. WildAuto.com.
Tonight at 6, the Vice President is in Wisconsin to talk about school choice and religion. And residents on Madison's East Side report multiple Black Lives Matter signs being vandalized or stolen. We'll hear from them at 6.
Accurate news as it happens, right here where you live. Information that you can use from the team you can trust. For more local stories that impact your life, News 3 Now.
Friends and family members said farewell to Rashard Brooks in Atlanta today. Brooks was shot dead when police confronted him earlier this month. 2 former Atlanta police officers are facing charges. The public gathered at Atlanta's historic Ebenezer Baptist Church, where Dr. Martin Luther King was eulogized. MLK's daughter spoke at the service.
Rashard Brooks' death will not be in vain, because justice will roll down like waters and righteousness like a mighty stream.
Meanwhile, Brooks's death and other recent police killings have people in Washington and across the nation calling for widespread police reforms. In the nation's capital, protesters have been focusing on a statue of President Andrew Jackson because of his role in slavery and for forcing Native Americans to leave their land. President Trump promised long jail terms for people who destroyed federal property.
Let's get a look at your first warn forecast. Here's Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti.
Well, you know, we've got the chances for showers and thunderstorms over the next couple of days, but for the most part, I think we're going to stay relatively dry. In fact, as we take a look at 3 things you need to know in the forecast, look for mild weather for tomorrow with high temperatures in the middle 70s. Now, we could see an afternoon or evening shower or thunderstorm pop up, but after that, look for temperatures to get into the lower 80s on Thursday and middle 80s on Friday, and that could lead to more humidity and also the possibility for some thunderstorms. And then as we head into the end of the week and the weekend, the humidity arrives, temperatures will be in the mid to upper 80s, and we'll see some off and on shower and thunderstorm chances this weekend. But for the most part, it won't be a continuous rain, not a continuous washout. As we take a look at future temperatures and dew points over the next 48 hours, notice our temperatures right now are in the upper 60s. We'll drop into the 50s overnight. High temperatures tomorrow back in the lower to middle 70s and down into the mid 50s for tomorrow night. But notice the dew point temperatures are generally staying in the 50s. And then as we start to see those temperatures swing upward on Thursday, at least for Thursday, the humidity levels will stay down, so it'll be a comfortable warmth. But after that, things will change. Weather track, you can see these little showers and thunderstorms, isolated thunderstorms that have popped up. They're just kind of dropping southward across southern Wisconsin. There's a bit of a break to the north, and most of these will die down shortly after sunset. Meanwhile, out in the Atlantic Ocean, well, for some reason the satellite view is cut off, but right there it is, right there. That is Tropical Storm Dolly, the 4th named tropical storm of the season. And the hurricane season officially starts on June 1st, so it has been an active season. Fortunately, Dolly will probably become what we call extratropical in nature as it pushes off to the northeast and merges with another weather system off the Canadian coast. Meantime, across the country, you've got your typical showers and thunderstorms in the southeastern part of the country, but much of the nation is relatively quiet. We're not seeing any big weather systems right now. To the west, heat is starting to build, but it'll take a couple of days to get here, so we're just dealing with these showers and isolated thunderstorms as we have a northwesterly wind flow loss. There's not a lot of moisture associated with them. There's also a weak cold front which has dropped in, and a lot of that is just cooling because of the showers behind the front. Notice Green Bay at 69, Madison's dropped to 64. On the other side of the front, temperatures are generally in the 70s, a little bit below normal, and you see those dew point temperatures generally in the mid to upper 50s, so not terribly humid for this time of year. So our forecast for tomorrow calls for variably cloudy skies. Again, an afternoon shower or thunderstorm chance in the popping up. High temperature at 74 degrees. On future track, you can see how quickly these showers and isolated thunderstorms die down overnight. Low temperatures drop into the mid-50s. Tomorrow, they'll pop up again in the afternoon. High temperatures in the middle 70s. They die down tomorrow night. We clear out, temperatures in the middle 50s. Thursday, more sunshine. High temperatures will be in the lower 80s. And as we look at the 7 to 10-day forecast, you can see those temperatures getting into the mid-80s for the weekend and then just staying there through next week. I've actually dropped the high temperatures just a tad, but you can see very little in the way of rain chances. There'll be a chance of a thunderstorm just about every day because of the high humidity, but most of the time it won't be raining. As we take a look at first warn traffic right now, the view right now on the Beltline at Park Street, you can see traffic moving pretty steadily in both directions. Don't have any rain here, at least in the Madison area yet, although some showers are on the way. Traffic moving pretty much at the posted speed limits. Although it looks like there's a slowdown here on the eastbound Beltline. Might be a traffic accident that just popped up around Fish Hatchery Road. As far as the travel times are concerned, 22 minutes on the eastbound Beltline from University Avenue to the interstate, 15 minutes going back in the westbound direction. Heading out of Madison, 25 minutes to Janesville on I-3990 from the Beltline southward, 16 minutes to Sauk City on US 12, and 15 minutes to Sun Prairie on East Washington Avenue, US 151. That's your News 3 Now first warn traffic.
Gary, thank you. Ahead on News 3 Now at 5, the Big Ten has released part of its all-decade team for men's basketball. We'll tell you which Badger made that list. Ahead at 5.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5. News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Your local Monk's Bar and Grill is open for dine-in guests and convenient takeout. Come visit Monk's and enjoy award-winning apps, burgers, and more while dining safely with us. Visit monksbarandgrill.com to order online and easily view our menus.
Though challenges surround us, life still goes on. There's still time to dream, still plans to be made. And if you're retiring soon, still deadlines to be met. We talk with people every day who need to replace their employer benefits when they retire. We can answer your questions too, so you can feel good about the decisions you make. For a retirement benefits checklist, visit us online or call Physicians Mutual Insurance Company today.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
Seeing the joy that people feel when they share a meal with family and friends, that's why we do this. The laughter of kids around the table, the thrill of families driving through for a treat, the delight of not having to cook, and instead letting us safely serve you. It all comes back to taking care of each other. And for that, we'll be here with your favorites, and always a smile.
How to
get more out of your Wisconsin Dells vacation. Ride more rides, slide more slides, maybe even go for a train ride. Have more fun than a barrel of monkeys. Bite off more than you can chew. Who says less is more? More like more is more. Now that's more like it. Hey, you're getting more than you bargained for. All the more reason to do a little more. Need I say more? Wisconsin Dells. That's more like it. Go to wisdells.com and start planning your trip to the water park capital of the world today.
Save big money on your next project with 11% off everything now at Menards. Protect your home with Cedar Creek vinyl siding. Double 4-inch or double 4-inch Dutch lap vinyl siding comes in 16 color options, just $382 per piece after 11% off. Update your home with Geldwin windows from Menards. Right now, save 11% on all Geldwin special order windows. Start saving with 11% off everything now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards. Two opportunities to play. Two opportunities to draw.
2 daily draws
Each day
from the Wisconsin Lottery, with one at midday.
That's at 1:30.
And another in the evening.
That's at 9.
For pick 3, pick 4, and all or nothing.
More chances to play each day. More chances to play each day.
Your local Monk's Bar and Grill is open for dine-in guests and convenient takeout. Come visit Monk's and enjoy award-winning apps, burgers, and more while dining safely with us. Visit monksbarandgrill.com to order online and easily view our menus.
Well, the noose found hanging in Bubba Wallace's garage stall at the Talladega Superspeedway had been there since at least last October. Federal authorities say no charges are planned. Wallace is the only black driver at NASCAR's top level. He successfully pushed the stock car series to ban the Confederate flag at its venues less than 2 weeks ago. The noose was reported to NASCAR on Sunday, but an FBI investigation determined it had been there since at least last fall. An employee of the Wood Brothers racing team also told authorities that he saw the noose there in October.
Novak Djokovic, the men's world #1 tennis player, has tested positive for coronavirus. The Serbian tennis star had been taking part in the Adria Tour, a mini tennis tournament he set up to raise funds for those in need. His wife also tested positive.
Former Wisconsin Badger basketball player Ethan Happ has been named to the second-team Big Ten All-Decade team. Ethan Happ is only one of 6 players in NCAA history to record 2,000 points, 1,000 rebounds, and 400 assists. He started all 4 years and 139 games for the Badgers. Other members of the second team include Purdue's Carson Edwards, Ohio State's Jared Sullinger, Michigan State's Cassius Winston, and Indiana's Victor Oladipo. I guess.
You got it. Final check of your first warn forecast when we return.
Save at Wild Easttown Honda on over 400 new Hondas with 0% financing for up to 60 months. Save on your favorite new Hondas at Wild Easttown Honda in Madison. It's gotta be wild.
Your eyes are everything. They're how you see the world and connect with others. At SHOPKO Optical, your eyes are everything to us too, which is why we offer everything to help you see better and look better. A huge selection of designer frames, convenient locations, and experienced optometrists. We're SHOPKO Optical. You'll see.
Hi, Andrew Larson here with Larson Home Services. Safe to say 2020 has been a year unlike any we've ever seen. We're so grateful we've been able to conduct business safely and responsibly and do our small part to keep Wisconsin's economy rolling. And we'd like to thank all of the homeowners who have chosen to make Leaf Guard the choice for the last gutters their home will ever need.
They're the best. I don't have to worry about the gutters getting clogged up with the seeds, the branches, the dirt, the roof sheddings, and it's just one less worry for me.
Love to hear that. Right now, your Leaf Guard gutter system comes with some great money-saving extras. Get up to $1,000 off, free financing for 12 months, and call before this program is over and get a $100 Visa gift card with your new Leaf Guard gutter system. Don't wait. Call now to schedule your free estimate.
Happy 4th of July Super Sale, happening this week at the Brothers Maine. Come in now for more savings on more brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, and Amana. We make upgrading your home more convenient at Maine with up to 18 months of 0% financing and expert-free delivery. Get more at the 4th of July Super Sale. More selection, more savings, and more satisfaction. And happy birthday, USA, from the Brothers Maine, your local store for more since 1938.
Shop Steinhoffel's 4th of July sale and get 35% off store-wide, plus an extra 5% off our quality furniture. Plus no money down financing for 60 months and free no-contact shipping. Get amazing deals like any size Sealy mattress, $99. This sofa, $399. 5-piece dining set or this queen bed, $599. And get an extra 10% off all in-stock patio. 5-piece patio set, now $399. So shop Steinhoffel's first during our biggest 4th of July sale ever.
No one sells more. Wild Automotive sells more SUVs and all-wheel drives combined than any other dealer. Wild is the #1 volume SUV and all-wheel drive retailer in Southeast Wisconsin. The more we sell, the more you save. WildAuto.com.
And let's head to Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti, who has a final check of our forecast. Gary.
Have some pop-up showers and a couple of isolated thunderstorms moving through southern Wisconsin. Every once in a while, you see a flash of lightning out there. It looks like some heavier showers moving into northwestern Dane County, just north and west of Madison. Temperatures right now are in the 60s and middle 70s, depending on whether or not there's cloud cover or rain moving through. Dew point temperatures are in the upper 50s to around 60, so it's not terribly humid. Tomorrow will be very similar to today with highs in the middle 70s, some afternoon shower and thunderstorm chances, and then temperatures really warm up as we head into next week.
All right, that's our time for now. We'll see you back here at 6. The CBS Evening News is next.